Hello everyone and welcome to my brand new YouTube channel. This channel will be dedicated to me playing a lot of my favorite games as well as playing games that I've never played before. My name is Zach Lovett, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the kinds of things that you can expect from this YouTube channel. For many years I'm someone who's been a fan of playing video games, and while growing up my niche was sort of like Nintendo. I grew up playing GameCube and Wii and Game Boy and all that stuff. Lately, I've been opening up myself to trying out games that I've never played before. For example, I played through all of the God of War series from last year in, I think, May or June, up to about a few weeks ago, where I played and finished God of War Ragnarok for the very first time. And what an incredible journey that has been. I streamed all of that on Twitch over the last, give or take, like 10-11 months with some breaks in the middle, but I streamed everything on Twitch, and you guys can go find that. I'll leave a link down to my Twitch below, so if you guys want to see me when I'm live. I haven't done anything live recently, not since I finished God of War Ragnarok, but soon I'll be picking that up again by finding something else that I could play, something that I haven't played before. I'll stream on Twitch, and you guys will be able to see me on there live. But aside from God of War, there are so many other franchises that I've never played before that I would love to be able to play for the first time and document my experience by putting a video together and putting it on this channel here. Some of those franchises include Kingdom Hearts, Halo, The Legend of Zelda, the Uncharted series, even The Last of Us. I've never really played The Last of Us. I've seen the gameplay. I know how the game goes. The first one, not the second one, even though I already kind of know a spoiler. R.I.P. you know who. But I've never actually played it myself, so I would love to be able to play it for the first time and share that experience on here. I'm also a bit of an avid collector of game consoles and even some games, as I've mentioned some before. I think ever since the thing that we've had going on since 2020, I'm not going to really say what it is because I feel like we already know, everyone knows. But ever since that happened, I feel like that's what got me into wanting to buy and collect all of these gaming consoles that I now own. I own probably like 40 consoles. When you combine everything, I have like 40 consoles. And the thing is that I have so many games for them, but I would like to have some kind of excuse to play all these games that I probably wouldn't get around to if I just tried playing it on my own without any sort of motivation. This YouTube channel would be my motivation to try to play as many of these games as possible. Just to highlight a few of the consoles that I own, I have every PlayStation from the PS2 onward. I don't have the original PS1, and the only reason why is because since the PS2 already plays PS1 games, I don't need to get another console just for that. I mainly buy these consoles to be able to play, the games that I am able to on maybe slightly newer hardware. So I already have a PS2. Why buy a PS1 when I can just play PS1 games on the PS2, right? Now the same can be said about I don't know, the Game Boy games or the DS games, right? I own just about every generation of Nintendo handheld hardware, and that's mainly because I'm more of a Nintendo fan. Like I mentioned, I grew up on Nintendo. I love Nintendo so much. They have some of the most likable characters and franchises of all time, and that cannot be contested for sure. So I have the original Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and then every version of the DS ever, from the original DS all the way up to I believe the new 2DS XL was the last iteration of DS consoles that Nintendo ever made. So I have just about everything, and I have multiple of some of those models. So I've got a lot. I've got quite a few. And then of course I have every Nintendo home console since the N64. I do plan on getting the SNES and the NES at some point in the future. I'm just not going to get that anytime soon because I don't see the need to get it right away. I'll probably give it a few months before I do that. And then for the Xbox, I have the Xbox One and I have the Xbox Series X. I do plan on buying an Xbox 360 sometime in the near future, just like with the other two Nintendo consoles, but get an Xbox 360 that has backwards compatibility with some of the original Xbox games. Luckily for me, I only have 2 original Xbox games, and they work with a backwards compatible Xbox 360. So there, I don't need to buy an original Xbox. I'm good. That's, space that I don't really need to waste. So that's going to be out of my collection. But I have a lot of consoles. Everything combined, again, like I said, is about 40. And I don't really know what to do with them, which again is why I have this YouTube channel. My goal for this channel is to be able to upload videos of the kinds of things that I mentioned earlier, with playing games that I've never played before, as well as doing some challenges in some games that I've always wanted to attempt at completing. Like when I mentioned 100% some games, I would love to be able to completely 100% some games and do it for content here on YouTube. I already have a list of a few games that I could potentially do, but we'll get to that whenever I start uploading regularly to this channel. So that means that for now, this video will be uploaded, but don't expect to see some videos for a while, maybe about a month, 2 months, and then I'll post a video here and there, and then hopefully that'll gain some traction and I can start uploading a little bit more frequently and maybe turn this into some form of income, perhaps. I do need to get the correct number of subscribers and viewer count in order to be able to qualify for monetization. But that's where you guys come in. If you want to see stuff like all that I've mentioned in the future, then please feel free to subscribe and just look out for any notifications for when I post anything. And another big thing that I want to do on this YouTube channel as well is to be able to stream on both Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. Now, right now, of course, I stream only on Twitch, and the software that I use for streaming, which is Streamlabs, for the free version, you're only allowed to stream to one platform of your choosing, and I chose Twitch because it's the most popular. If I wanted to stream to multiple platforms simultaneously, then I have to pay for their $20 a month subscription, which I didn't want to do initially because the focus was Twitch. But now that I'm going to have a couple of dedicated YouTube channels for this, I think it would make sense to, once that gets going, then I could then pay for the subscription and be able to stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. But now, since I'm on a break after having played through the entire God of War series, I think I have an idea of what I want to do next, but that'll be, coming up in the near future. Now, today for me has been pretty hectic. I've had to make another video like this earlier for another YouTube channel of mine, a second one that I opened up. This is, I guess, technically the third channel that I've opened up. I opened one up a few hours ago, and I have a video up there. That one is more of a travel-related YouTube channel that I decided to use as a spin-off of my primary YouTube channel. My main YouTube channel is mainly about racing and go-karting and then other things in motorsports, while my secondary channel is, like I mentioned, strictly travel stuff. They used to be all in the same thing. Like my idea for that one was to have both categories of videos being uploaded to that channel, splitting it about 80-20, with racing being the majority and traveling being the minority. But I figured it would be easier for me to just split the two things, have one channel dedicated to the racing, the original plan kind of, and then have one dedicated to traveling, so that way I don't confuse any subscribers because they don't know exactly what kind of channel I'm trying to be. So that's why I just wanted to split it up. One channel, it's for one thing, the other channel, is for another thing, and then this channel, it's for gaming, and this is general gaming. Funny enough, I do have another YouTube channel that I also launched just a few minutes ago that I was trying to get set up also, but I ran into some technical issues with Google, that is also gaming, but it focuses more on Nintendo related content. So if you want to see specifically Nintendo gaming, then I'll have a channel for that. But here you'll find a mix of Nintendo as well as anything that's on other platforms, whether it be Xbox, PlayStation, or even on PC. And then maybe even some mobile related gaming, but that will probably be like, I don't know, Pokemon Go, but I feel like that would just be on the other channel anyway. But both channels exist. You'll find your niche. There's a niche for everyone. If you like all kinds of gaming, this is the channel for you. If you want to check out the other Nintendo focused channel, that's also there. If you like that, then give it a subscribe. When it comes to how active I feel like this channel is going to be, it's going to take a while like I mentioned before, I don't plan on posting too regularly right away. I'm gonna give myself about a month or 2 months to kind of come up with some video ideas that I can post for like the first maybe couple months that I start to post regularly. Like, I had this idea where I would take some of the streams that I've done over the last year where I played through God of War and maybe cut up each stream down to about a few minutes and make like a multi-part series of my gameplay of God of War and post it that way. But I've been contemplating between how I want to kind of edit it all together. The two ideas I had being, idea one is I edit it as the video is, put it all together, use the audio from the stream itself and post it, or I do some kind of scripted voiceover thing where it's mostly just me talking and then I talk about what my thoughts were when I was playing this certain part of the game, or my thought process in how I solved a certain puzzle and the struggles that I went through and the frustration of certain fights. Like, I could do all that stuff. I just don't know. I think I'll take the next couple of weeks to practice editing of the first stream that I ever did and see what I like and what's easier and less of a headache. We'll see. Some part of me feels like I'll just download the stream and upload it, but then not everyone wants to watch a 4 to 8 hour stream all the way through because they'll just either skip through it and they'll find hardly anything of interest, or I do the smart thing and just make it more consumable for you guys and anyone that in the future that comes across the channel, and they can watch the shorter 15-20 minute video of those streams. The thing is that I don't have an editor. I do all the editing myself. Maybe in the future when I've made maybe some kind of earning from this, then I'll have the budget to hire an editor to do everything for me. But for right now, for the foreseeable future, it's just going to be me doing everything all on my own while having a part-time job. But I think that with having a part-time job, I do have all the time that I need to take the time to edit things without being too rushed. If I was full-time, that's a totally different story. But thankfully, for now, I'm part-time. And hopefully I can turn this into a full-time job. So that'll be up to you guys and how much support you wanna show by subscribing and liking and sharing these videos and this channel and all that good stuff. I think that'll about do it for today. I wanted to keep this as brief as possible just to give you guys an idea of what to expect on this channel. And I encourage you guys to keep updated with this channel by checking the description in this video to check out the other links when they're posted. They should be honestly posted because I have every channel up now. So the links for all of the channels are down below. My main channel, my travel vlog channel. I'll make sure to specify which channel is which. And with all that being said, I want to thank you guys once again for watching this video all the way to the very end. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for leaving a like on this video, and keep on the lookout for when videos are posted so you can come and check them out and give me your honest feedback. If there's any way that I can improve on a video or maybe do something a little bit differently or whatever it might be, please don't hesitate to let me know. Leave it as a comment for the video. I will happily take into consideration what you guys say, so that way I can make this channel more appealing to everyone and anyone. I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.